Hello Scorpio and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. We've got Cup Queen, Cancer Throne, Cup 8, Neptune, Pisces. So lots of water coming in for you guys. And this is where you're really connecting in with your emotions. You're letting go of something that is no longer fulfilling you. And there could be some things around betrayal and forgiveness as well. Some themes and issues around that. Coming back to the Cup Queen, it could be to do with coming back to nurturing, self-love. It's all about how you're loving and nurturing yourself, and it could be to do with relationship with mother or mothering as well with that Cup Queen. So I do feel like there might be some things around wanting to reestablish some boundaries around the home as well. We also have Judgment has come in, Scorpio, Fire, Pluto, Leo. So here's your energy coming in, and this is where I think you might be wanting to clear a lot of stuff out. You know, it might be like throw out some things on the drawers, change the space around for whatever reason. It feels to be like if you create the space in your home feeling really, really good, that's going to help with how you're feeling. That's going to help with emotional space and any kind of emotional or energetic clearing that needs to come through, Scorpio. So very much an energy that there needs to be some kind of a cleanse or karmic cleanse coming in around some static energy around the heart. So it's kind of interesting, this Judgment energy, because it is saying that there's potentially a big healing and a rebirth coming in, and there's a sense of really connecting into your heart. I'm feeling that kind of really strongly, but I keep getting cleaning. So that is not saying you have to clean, but it's just kind of like clearing out a lot of stuff. There may be a sense that there's news or announcements coming through that is helping kind of like precipitate or is like the catalyst for this, bringing this through. We've got the Page of Wands. So there's something new that wants to develop here. And with that Page of Wands energy, I'll make sure I've got the cards up the right way. This is really wanting to come through. Something potentially that could be to do with your career or your work, but also something that could be to do with creativity or a new goal that is coming in that you're really wanting to this is not the first time it's come around. This is the second time a revisit of this, and it's like I might have a look at that again, and maybe I might want to set that as a goal because for whatever reason it didn't work out last time, but this time the energy's supporting it. So that's what's coming through. So Scorpio, Happy New Year. Sorry, the information just came out so fast I had to start the reading. Happy New Year. This reading is for January the 1st through to the 15th, 2022. So we are in the new year. And so this is a reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising. And it's a general reading, Scorpio. Just take what feels right and leave the rest. And if it really does resonate, then there is an extended reading. The link for that will be in the description box below. And also just a reminder, if you want to go even further there and you want to find out what else is coming in for you in 2022, the link for your 2022 yearly forecast is also in the description box below. Okay, so something is brewing, something is being ignited here. It's kind of interesting. We've got the fire of the Judgment lighting the spark with this Page of Wands, getting enthusiastic about something, but crossed by the Fool. Maybe it's like, I can't do that again. I've done that once before. The interesting thing with this energy is the Fool is that, yes, you did do it last time. You have done it before, but last time there was a naivety. Last time there was, jumping in and you didn't know what you were doing or didn't know what you were in for. But this time around, it's like you've got a whole heap of experience and it's different. And so you can use that experience and flush out what you know you don't need and take the good stuff. The Five of Cups coming in. So there is a sense that there's been some kind of loss or disappointment in the past, or you've been hurt. So it's kind of an energy of not wanting to step into something particularly new right at this minute in time. So we have at the base the Ten of Pentacles. So this is security. There's something really solid here that you're working on. The World. So something completes and ends, and it's just so funny how much that card has come out, and it's kind of like, yes, what completed and ended in the recent past is 2021. So but the World is there saying that there has been a completion of a cycle of something that hasn't been fulfilling you, which is good. We've got the King of Swords in the near future. So this is an energy of making some decisions and strategy. You're presenting as the high priestess. Okay. I'm liking that. Very highly intuitive energy. There's growth around you, or potential for growth around you, which is actually really good. Don't want to be bored or frustrated, or do want emotional expansion. And yeah, the King of Wands coming in. So this is where this Page of Wands is actually kind of and the Star card at the base. Lovely, beautiful energy coming through for you, Scorpio. So wow, really, really nice. And this is kind of where I think a lot of love, this thing that's being developed here, whatever this is, whether it's creativity or some sort of spark and passion between you and something else, whatever the Page of Wands is, there's messages coming in around your career or something that you're working on. And so listen to what that is. And you're blocked by the Fool card. Yes, this is the new. So you're not wanting to step into that new, like we said, but it is a sense that this is new, but it's still got the old attached to it. So yes, it might just feel all too new as well. Like, oh, this is just all happened all very quickly. I need a bit of time to process, because there is still this judgment energy that does require a little bit of time. In your conscious mind, the Five of Cups, this is interesting because this does represent loss or a period of mourning, letting go of the past. And we are seeing that with the judgment energy and the fact that something has completed and ended that wasn't fulfilling with the World card. And it really is honoring how you're feeling deeply about something, about letting something go emotionally. And so this is a big... this has taken up a lot of space in your heart or your feeling space. So I do feel like it does require a little bit of like closure that's needing to come in here and letting that go, which is actually really nice. And the Five of Cups, this is what's going on in your conscious mind. We can see 3 cups have been spilt, but it's finding in the past, it's finding the bridge to the present to see that 2 cups are still standing. There's something of hope here, and we have the Star card that brings hope. There's something that can be built and developed from the 2 cups that are still standing. So all is not lost with what was happening. And this is kind of where I feel like these judgment energies taking these 2 cups and transforming them into a new energy, a new opportunity, and developing, helping this Page of Wands, whatever this is that's starting off small, develop. Now at the base, this is what's happening deep down inside of you, Scorpio. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. So this suggests stability. This suggests that something can really, this is something that could really stay the distance, and it could be something that could bring in some long-term stability, whether it's wealth, happiness, however it presents. And it could also be what you're working on here is with this Page of Wands is something that you're creating a legacy with. It's something you want to leave behind for others. So either way, it's wanting to bring in more stability to your world. And that actually, I feel like, even though there's quite a bit of interesting emotions that you're going into a bit of a watery world here, you've got this very strong base here. It's kind of like you can come back down to earth. There's a very strong anchor point. So you can kind of go out into those watery realms, because the Neptune energy can take you out into spaces and emotional and spiritual spaces where you can feel really lost, or where the boundaries are dissolved. So you need sort of like an anchor to be able to come back to port, come back to you, come back and ground back into yourself. And so that's happening here with this Ten of Pentacles, which is really good. Now, in the recent past, the world, we kind of talked about that. Something completed, something ended, but there was something around that was happening in your world that was actually making you quite unhappy. And so I think that this is actually really good, that this is something that you're potentially cutting the tie with, or severing some kind of tie and making a decision about, which is actually really good, because we have in the near future the King of Swords. So this is the decision maker, the strategist. It's a very pure rational mind. It's like, I'm not making this from the emotions that are here, because there's a lot that it's sort of hard to work out where one begins and where one ends, or where I begin and where the other person ends, or where a memory begins and where a memory ends, and what's mine and what's yours. And it can be a little bit like this is not the place to be making decisions from, or working with a plan out from. The place is from this, the King of Swords, where I'm detaching and actually kind of observing, and it's a very mindful space actually. And it's very much with this, it's Aquarius energy in the star. And, you know, Mercury is going to be in Aquarius at this period of time. And this Aquarian energy is thinking of ideas for the future, bringing you into a future focus. What do you want to bring in? And can be thinking about, you know, the broader context in terms of your community or in terms of the world, humanity. So you might be thinking quite big picture here. And with the Cup Queen, this could be something that could be bringing in love and compassion as well. So there's those sort of things that come in. But on another level, this with Judgment is making plans to throw stuff out and plans for the future. It's a strategy. So you might be having meetings as well with people and discussions about what this is that's developing here. You're presenting as the High Priestess. So I love this energy for you, Scorpio, because Scorpio is a very intuitive sign. You know, it's a deep water sign, and that deep water energy is where that intuition can lie as well. So you know, the High Priestess is, I think that there's a lot going on underneath the surface and a lot going on for you that you're not necessarily sharing with everybody or revealing to the world at this point in time, but you're feeling a lot of stuff and picking up on a lot of stuff. You might be quite the psychic sponge at this time, but I feel like it actually serves you well. It's good guidance. So this particular row down here is where you can kind of use some information and guidance and an anchor point to explore some of these other realms, these other energies. So I feel like you've got a good base, a good foundation here, which is actually really good. So with the High Priestess, it's there's things going on that you're not necessarily revealing or showing to other people. And it may also be that you are seeing through other people as well at this time. So very, very intuitive. The energy around you, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. So this is a Taurian energy of growth and prioritizing. With this in the King of Swords, it's about prioritizing your time, maybe looking at schedules, trying to work out balance, like where this page, something's here that's wanting some time to develop. And so it's really about prioritizing that. It really is saying, what is this for you? It's in the element of fire. So it is around, you know, doing your motivation, your drive, what invokes passion into you. So it's kind of like, what is it you're wanting to be developing and doing here? And then creating a plan here to actually plant some seeds and give yourself time or invest money in it somehow. So there's the ability for growth, and there's resources around that you can use in order to make this happen or to get this developing. And this could be, if this is a relationship, you know, the Page of Wands can be a relationship that's coming in here, a new relationship. If this is a Seven of Pentacles, it's very much saying, I want this to grow and I want to actually be putting some time and effort into it, whatever it is. Hopes and fears, the Four of Cups, this is just pure boredom, frustration, like it's emotional dissatisfaction. And here we are with the Cup 8 as well, of leaving a situation that no longer fulfills you. I feel like it's kind of like you don't want to go backwards when it comes to what's been going on the emotional front. It's very much wanting some forward movement, some forward progression coming through. And this is why we've got, you know, I love the fact the King of Wands came in for you, because this is, you know, the energy that really knows how to lead and, you know, give directions to whatever it is that this Page of Wands is. So it's again with the two kings, it's about coming in, the King of Swords and the King of Wands. It's about taking action on what drives you and, you know, on your thoughts, on your rational mind, and what inspires you as well. So both of these energies could mean that, yes, you are having discussions with people around this, with meetings or chats or whatever, however it presents. But this King of Wands energy is I think that there's a vision forming here. And it's still in the process of formulating about what it is that you want, what it is that you want to be working on, what it is that you want to be developing. So this is where I do feel like, even though the King of Swords comes in, and this could be someone coming in that you're working with, like I said, that could be like an Aquarian type energy, or someone who's could have a very fixed mindset. You know, this is how we have to do things. I kind of get with this that the King of Wands, it's kind of like, yes, it is, we do need to start doing this, but we also need to expand the vision of what this is. It's not really decision time just yet until we know exactly what this has formed into. It's fine to start thinking about strategy, but it's still got this expansion that's coming in with it. So the King of Wands is this lovely vision that's coming through that is formulating and forming, which is actually really beautiful, and it could represent someone very creative that's coming in, like a creative leader, or someone that's just very passionate as well about what it is that they do. And so if this energy is coming in, then that's actually a really great energy to be coming in with this. So there's actually a very nice mix between the divine feminine up the top with the Queen of Cups, and then the two kings here taking action based on what is going on in this cleanup in the emotional realm as well. But interestingly, the decisions are not made from that realm. So we have as an outcome the Star card. As the bottom of the deck, as an overall energy, the Star card, which is fantastic. It's overall an overall sense of hope. It's an Aquarian energy. It's an overall sense of feeling guided. So that's why there's a mentoring kind of energy around. There could be someone around you that's kind of helping you, or a teacher kind of energy. But if this is not someone, it's like aspects of yourself or even spirit guiding you. With the Star card, it is around soul replenishment. It's coming in, and there's a lot of healing coming in with something that really hurt you in the past. And that kind of creates the space for a lot of creativity to come in as well, or designs and concepts. So the Star card can be wishes coming true. It's like make a wish, and what is it that you wish to come in for this year with the Star card. But it's feeling really positive and hopeful, and there's some beautiful healing coming in around that, which is really nice. So I'm going to pull a charm to finish it off, Scorpio, and we have the Moth. Well, it's kind of like a moth butterfly for me, this one. I always read it as both. So the butterfly is a very scorpionic kind of energy of transformation and change. There's something that this Page of Wands is like the butterfly that's been in the cocoon and is ready to kind of develop and come out and find its wings. So it's something in your life represented by that. But also the moth is like the Star card. It flies to the light. Flies up to the light, and especially if there's something that you are conflicted about, or there's some kind of conflict around, it's kind of going to that higher octave level and that higher vibrational level where you're connecting in with those really nice things that the Queen of Cups and the Star card can bring in, which is and the High Priestess, which is that very high vibrational love, compassion, and unconditional love and intuition. So it can be mysticism as well coming through with this. So it's a very beautiful energy to start the year. I would say that you could be feeling quite inspired. There's an expansion of vision that's coming through, feeling a lot more hopeful about some things that you want to develop in the year, and a lot of beautiful healing that's coming through. But it does require a little bit of clearing out. So this is where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We'll see what's coming in with these two king energies, what's coming in the near future with the decisions and the strategy, and what this vision is forming into and where it's going. Let's look at the future beyond and see what's happening with all of this. And so, there's this sense of there's growth and stability. So we'll see kind of where that's going. Plus also, we're going to look at career, money, love and relationships, and focus in on those three areas, as well as any other intuitive messages. And when the High Priestess comes in, there always is, and clarifiers for this part of the reading. So that's all in the extended reading. The link is in the description box below. Would love it if you come over. Let's see where this is going, Scorpio. And also just a reminder, if you want to see the kind of bigger picture for 2022, the yearly read is coming in. What's coming in for you? Well, yeah, it's going to be an exciting and interesting year. So the link for that is also in the description box below. So that's it, Scorpio. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and take care. Happy New Year.